The biggest fraud, the vaccine swindle. We're often told that only a vaccine can be a long-term solution for COVID. But it's not clear to me why a vaccine should work for COVID when it's not worked for other coronaviruses like the common cold, where there's still no vaccine, and indeed for flu, where there are 2 vaccines, but at best their efficacy is patchy. We've also witnessed that those people that have survived COVID and generate natural antibodies have seen those antibodies degrade. So it's not clear whether a vaccine, even if it generated antibodies, would have any lasting effects, leading to the possibility that people might need a monthly or weekly vaccine. Furthermore, vaccines might work in healthy adults with strong immune systems, but would they actually work in the population that actually need a vaccine? Generally older people with other diseases who aren't particularly healthy and have degraded immune systems. It's pretty unlikely, to my mind, that the vaccine is likely to work in the population groups that actually need the vaccine, and we're certainly not likely to see any trials in the population groups that actually need the vaccine. So you have to ask, is mass vaccination actually necessary, given that we know that only a small proportion of the population actually have mortality risk from COVID, that the side effects for most of the population from a vaccine may be worse than an asymptomatic infection from COVID. And at a time where very cheap generic drugs are significantly reducing the mortality risk of COVID, is a vaccine, and certainly mass vaccination, actually necessary? And what we also have is moral hazard. We have governments that are so desperate for a vaccine solution that they're prepared to throw money at any solution. And we have biotech companies with pretty patchy track records of ever bringing drugs to market that are tricking up trials, often with insiders selling their shares before any success is ever delivered.